A reading for the air signs, okay? This is for the Geminis, the Libras, and the Aquarius out there. So if you have any of those signs in your chart, feel free to catch a message, take what resonates, and leave the rest, all right? This will be a timeless reading, so whenever you catch it, it is the right time for you to see it. But yeah, just don't, make sure you don't allow the message to not be for you if it's not. I don't know why I feel the need to say that. But my air signs, we are here today. Thank you for being with me. Let's call in our angels, our ancestors, our spirit team, our higher selves. Okay, we're in alignment with the universe and God is always with us. So let's see what we get today for the air signs. And my air signs, I must make a quick announcement. We will, I will be on Saturn's Daughter 47 this Thursday, October 17th at about 5 p.m. or so. And I will be doing live dream interpretations and live readings, tarot readings. So if you're interested, hop on over. You could check the link in the community tab to get that information, okay? All right. Ooh. Beautiful energy. All right, the first card you get out here for the air signs is Justice. Number 40. Stand up for what you believe in and you will receive the justice you deserve. So you got to stand for something, right? You have to, maybe you feel wronged in some sort of way. You feel like there was some sort of injustice that came your way and you're trying to right that wrong. Right? But I feel like you're definitely in defensive mode. You're ready for anything to come your way. You're ready to chop it down and make sure that it doesn't affect you, right? This justice card is like creating the balance, making sure that things stay in a fair and just state, right? Things are not out of whack. Things are not taking control of you, but you have control of it, right? So you could have some sort of situations at this time you need to get ahead of, right? So it says stand up for what you believe in and you will receive the justice you deserve. If you're going out there and actually taking actions, taking the steps, making those steps and doing what you need to, you're going to get back something that you need all in return, okay? This blue energy here is telling you to be very calm at this time, right? Things are going to work in your favor. You don't have to be too fiery. I feel like you have the backing of like good karma, right? You have the backing of the universe behind you. Definitely. I feel like you are making the right choices though. At the end of the day, that's what I'm getting. You're making really good choices at this time, but just make sure you are aware of every move that you make and how it could affect you, right? So think before you speak, read before you sign contracts, all of that type of stuff, right? You got all tied up. So you're cutting through something, right? Again, you feel unjustified in some sort of way, right? You feel like you've been binded to something or you're attached to something that you don't want to be a part of anymore, right? And you're taking these steps, you're doing things to get yourself out of this bind. Okay, so for all the air signs right now, there's this energy I'm getting where you have to, one, communicate this out to other people that could help you, and two, you need to talk to yourself and like tell yourself, okay, this is what we're going to do, this is the plan, this is how we're going to execute it, and layer by layer do what you have to do, right, to get through the problem, right? Don't be afraid of the thorns, don't be afraid of like, feeling like your hands are tied at this time, because they're not. You have the sword here of justice, right? As long as you take the right steps, as long as you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to be on the good end of karma, right? So the all tied up energy, don't worry about feeling like things are tight or things are a little bit uncomfortable right now. You needed to feel this uncomfortability in some way, shape, or form, right? You needed to feel that you couldn't move so that you could figure out a way to move. Interesting energy. Okay, let's see. What do we have for the air signs? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What is going on? You got justice and all tied up. I feel like you're in the midst of something as well. You're in the middle of something, and you don't know what the outcome is going to be. But if like, you don't need to know the outcome. Understand that part, right? So if you're tied up trying to figure out if something is going to go your way or go another way, you can't think about it like that. You just have to do what you're supposed to do so that you know that you're going to get what you're supposed to get. Okay? But don't let anything like really feel like it's like almost like you're incapable of doing it. Like you have to tell yourself otherwise. So at the moment that you start telling yourself that you can't do something, you have to counteract that and change it up and say, no, I can do it. I can do this. I can do, I can do anything. Allow yourself to break free, right? And allow yourself to reclaim your power, right? Because I feel like you have very little power as well, very little influence maybe. All right, you have the Hierophant here. What's here? Ah, I don't even know what you're talking about. But hello, whoever is with me. You have the Hierophant that came out. There's some sort of lesson, something that also you're supposed to remember. Like it's, you have the Five of Cups, the Hierophant, and you have the Elder of Cups. The Elder of Cups is the King of Cups in this deck. So this is an emotional thing, okay? It's cool. This is something that I feel like you just don't want to disappoint. There's an energy of not wanting to disappoint something or someone, right? But it's also knowing when something is, like the broken cups here. You see the Five of Cups with the Elder of Cups. It's like the Five of Cups is, you can't hold anything in the Five of Cups. It keeps, every time you try to put something into it, it falls out, right? It doesn't hold any type of weight. It doesn't give you what you need. So you need to be a little bit more creative here, right? You need to be stepping outside of this box, because I feel like whatever the Hierophant is offering you is like a long-standing tradition of something, or something that is old, right? And it's like you have to bring in this new thing that's more refreshed, right? The Five of Cups is broken, it's no more. You can't have it anymore. So if you can't have it anymore, what do you do at that point? You got to get creative. You got to get crafty. All right. You don't put yourself in a bind and say, well, since I don't have this one thing, then I won't do anything else. No, you just move on to the next thing, and you keep developing, and you keep pushing yourself and past the boundaries that you create for yourself, right? That society creates for us. You have to push past them. So let's see. Why is this Hierophant here? For my air signs, we have the Judgment card. This is some sort of lesson you have to go through. Yeah, you're going through like some sort of yeah. Okay, so you're shaking the foundation in some way, or your foundation is being shaken in some way, right? You have the Ace, not the Ace, the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So there is something that is long-standing that is being shaken up with this Judgment card and the Death card being here, especially underneath the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is the order, right, in which things go. It's the laws. It's the, doing what's believed to be correct, right, so that you don't have any sort of issues. But I feel like air signs, you're here to like disrupt this energy, like something, or maybe it's being disrupted so that, again, there's a level of what was has to be not so much dismantled, but there has to be a change within how things operate in your world, so that more can come in, so that there actually can be growth, so that everybody is getting a share of the pie, and it's not any type of blockages or stagnation, or someone trying to hold back information, or you trying to find your footing. It's like that pathway, it has to open up at some time, and that time is now. Okay, let's see. What else do we have for my air signs? You have the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords, and you have the Star card. Nice energy. So you're getting past some things. You are coming to a lot of deep understandings of just what is mentally, like what your mental is capable of, right? You've been through the phase of feeling bad for yourself, right? Having the negative thoughts, doing things that are sabotaging to, what you really want, or whatever it is. You've moved past that point here with this Nine of Swords, right? You've come to the realization of what you actually need, which is deep inside of you, and you're pulling that out with the High Priestess, and the Star card is giving me receiving energy from the ethers, receiving energy from up above, and really using that to help you. So a lot of meditation, a lot of quiet time is going to be helpful to get yourself through the the obstacle of like feeling depleted or feeling like you don't have something, right? Somebody could be sick at this time, not feeling too well, right? Not feeling at their highest potential. And you're just trying to get back on track. But it's good. Sometimes we got to go through the deep healing to get things out of us, like to pull it from the roots. And when you pull something out from the roots, it hurts, right? Because they're deep rooted, they're stuck within us, they're learned behaviors, they're, just patterns and habits and addictions and whatever else it may be. So when we pull that out of us, it can it can feel like a root. It's just physically being ripped from us. The card was flipped over. The Tower card. It's being ripped from the roots. Something is being ripped from the roots, and it's all for the better, of course, but it's not going to feel like that at first. It's going to feel like like, why me? You may feel like, like I was not prepared, but in all actuality, you've always been prepared, right? This had to happen. This is going to happen to break you free from something, right? You may not even realize how tied up you are in something, how deeply rooted something is for you, right? Until this thing happens. And once it happens, again, it now forces you to not have this thing anymore and deal without it. Let me see. Why is the King of Cups here? Let me turn my deck around. Thank you. You have the Ten of Swords here. The end is near of something. All right, and it's let's see, before I say that. Ooh. The Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles usually is the one standing there, has his footing on the ground, ready to grow, or is already in the process of learning something so that it can become bigger. But when it's in reverse, it's like this person who is lazy, who doesn't want to do it, and I feel like that energy is coming to a close. The Ten of Swords, like not feeling like you don't have enough, not somebody in your world, because this Elder of Cups, this is the water sign energy. So I feel like there's somebody of a water sign energy in your world who is going to make some type of big abrupt change that's going to come about, and it's going to affect you, but I don't really feel like you see it coming, right? All this while you had to endure it, but it's going to be maybe on somebody else's part to make this drastic change. And then it allows you to free up things within yourself, right? So you're not worried about it. You're not trying to, beat around things or feeling like this is going to be like a obstacle or struggle forever. Yeah. Something happens to like cause some sort of fresh start, but it's not like in a happy way. I don't know how to explain that, but I just feel like it's like somebody gives in as well to something. They're like, you know what? Just forget it. I'm not going through this anymore. I throw in the towel. That's it. That's crazy energy. Let's see. Let me get a few more cards here for the air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Ooh, soulmate. Yeah, there's somebody else. It says soulmate and similar, with like-minded individuals creating soul families. So this is something that was deep-rooted, a family member, a friend, somebody maybe that you worked with for a long time. This has something to do with them. There's success and abundance here, regardless of the situation. So I feel like in the long run of all of this, you're going to be fine no matter what. It's a status, privilege, maintaining humility and balance. Oh, and then it says release Carnival Night. So I feel like you're going to be making friends heal and transform. You're definitely going to be feeling much better, right? You're going to feel like either you made the right decision or whatever decision that was made that is affecting you, you're going to see the benefit of it. You're going to see how much, success you can actually get now because the situation, like somebody made some sort of decision, is making some sort of change, or something is just like the universe is stepping in some sort of way to break something up and to cause there to be a fair and balanced situation, right? So everybody's getting their fair share of justice and their fair share of reward, their fair share of trial and error. Everybody's just getting what they're meant to get, all right? All right, so let me get one card from this deck here. Actually, let me see how many come out. Sometimes this deck gives me more than one. All right, I got one. It says make room. So something is definitely changing, right? Make room. Create space to welcome positive change in your life. Let go of everything that does not align with the future you are creating. This is why you have to cut stuff away, right? All tied up. The Justice card has the sword there. You're letting go. You're changing things up. You're making significant changes in your world that you may have not been ready to make before, but now you're making that room for, you know, this to happen, for the abundance to truly come in, right? For things to be on a new level, or for you to have that new experience that you've been seeking. All right. So create space to welcome in the positive change into your life. Let go of everything that does not align with the future you are creating. I even feel like this looks like the same card. Make room. Okay. The Tower card. Make room. And what's at the bottom? At the bottom, it says without agenda. Pure love and everything you have dreamed will happen when you are ready to give love without expecting anything in return. True givers receive. So allow yourself to receive whatever this big change is. Allow yourself to, you know, just receive at this time without any, don't expect anything, right? Have no expectation, just have gratitude. Be in a state of pure peace, love, joy, and abundance, right? And accept things for what they are. Don't expect anything to be bad. Don't expect anything to be good. Just expect it to be what it's meant to be. And make room for all that is good, right? Make room for that. Behold beauty is at the bottom, so. Alrighty, alrighty. I love it, I love it. You can't hear me, I'm sorry. Turn up your volume a little bit. But I'm done with this reading, guys. So if you were here, thank you. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I will be back with more. Thank you, deuces.